She'll be gone all day.
That's what school is, Caroline.
I know that. I know what school is.
You remember school?
Yes. You practice writing with your slate and chalk, and then you can use inkwells and a quill. I want to go with you.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
I'm bored. You just sleep all night and then you go away to school all day.
Well, it's not my fault ghosts don't sleep.
Don't you say that. I'm not a ghost. And if you say that or don't take me to school, I'm going to pretend to be a bear again, and you'll get into the worst trouble ever.
On one condition.
No way. You find yourself another sucker.
Caroline remembers school. A trip to school might help her remember more. The least you could do is carry her around.
There's no way that's happening. They'll all think it's mine.
Well, we did find it at your grandma's old house. It's more yours than anyone else's.
Look, Sarah, boys don't carry around teddy bears. Can you try to understand that?
Try sleeping in this cold. Plus, she never shuts up.
I heard that.
Hear this, kid? You ain't coming to school with me, whether you're in that bear or not.
I can't believe you brought it in your bag.
What else could I do? She threatened to terrorize the neighborhood again.
Plus, we have to help her remember how she died.
I'm not dead. I'm not.
We gotta do something about this situation.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, I don't know. You and Growler make a pretty good pair. Don't be too embarrassed. I'm hungry. Okay, we'll grab something at the cafe. See you later.
Bye, Eddie. Bye, Sarah.
Can it? Look, while we're at school, you don't talk, okay? It's part of our deal.
Hey, Chuck. Nice teddy.
It's oral history project.
Oh, sure. Does your mom know you're out here all by yourself?
Booger.
Come on, Chuck. Let's go.
I've just been informed that the bear they've been calling Big Ben has been captured by the ministry.
But I'm the bear. No one's caught me.
That's adorable, Charles, even if it is a bit disruptive.
It's not me.
It's me, Growler.
Don't fight it. Get in.
I don't want to go in, Chuck.
That's very funny, Charles.
I'm a regular comedian.
Neat trick. I hardly saw your lips move.
Hey, Chuck, isn't it time for your afternoon nap?
That's original.
What's your itty-bitty bear's name? Cuddles?
Growler, you dummy.
When he says dummy, he's using the Australian meaning.
Meaning drop kick.
Which kind of means puckhead.
Yes, Puckhead.
It's got a name. Chucky's bear's called Growler.
I wonder if he plays with
Guys,
dolls.
we gotta solve this problem fast. Gran don't know.
About what?
About Carol Ann's king, you know, with the beard. She remembers all kinds of dumb stuff like that.
King George V had a big bushy beard.
And lots of medals?
In the official photographs, we all had them. Oh, they were the days.
Grandma,
English...
when was this King George around?
Oh, now you got me. He died before the Second World War. I went to work in the factory. They made me cut my hair, not just a simple little trim.
Grandma, the king.
Oh, yes, yes. Well, then there was his son, Edward. But he ran off with that American. The son, George, a different one.
Where are we going here?
George VI was the king. But he didn't have a big bushy beard. So, yes, it must have been George V. Now, how many kings were there before George?
Thanks, Grandma. It's quite a memory you got there.
Hurry up, Chuck. Let's go.
We might just, head off to the library now. Study, study, study.
There's a book on the royal family in the spare room.
Okay, Grandma, see you at supper.
Thanks for the help.
Kind of warm for a winter coat, don't you think, dear?
George V, 1865 to 1936.
36. So, if he's the king Carol Ann remembers, she must have died before 1936.
Will you stop saying that?
Okay. I've had enough of you. You're not playing by the rules.
And I've had enough of you saying that I'm dead all the time.
What he meant to say...
No. We're not gonna get anywhere if we keep pretending that she's not a ghost, which she is.
I'll be a bear and scare.
Now, you see, that's one thing that live people can't do, Carol Ann.
They can't disappear, and they can't hide in toys.
Yeah, and the temperature doesn't drop 40 degrees when they're around. With all due respect.
If the king you remember was alive and then he died in 1936, that makes you take away 36.
Yeah, at 11.
Yeah, and then
74, I can do mathematics. 74. Oh my.
But we can help.
And we know other ghosts. And they think if we can find out who you are, we can have you with those other ghosts in no time.
I am a ghost.
And it'd really help us if you can try to remember Carol Ann.
I'm not alive anymore. When I fell through the ice and went to sleep and thought I woke up, I never woke up. I just died.
Finally, she gets it. Now stick with us here, and we'll have you on the other side in no time.
This looks familiar. All roads leading home to 1935.
Holmes! I remember, that's my last name, Holmes, Caroline Holmes.
Progress. We're nearly Holmes and host.
If 1935 is right, and you were 11 when you...
Died. You can say it, when I died.
And if you lived in Toronto?
Yes, Toronto, in the province of Ontario.
We should be able to find who your parents are. Yeah, and then we can check the newspapers and see if the accident was reported.
No!
But that's the whole point.
Once we find this out, you can cross over to the other side. Well, we hope.
I don't want to remember them, I don't!
The light in here sure does play tricks on your eyes.
Here, July the 20th, 1924. Father Ernest James Holmes, Mother Margaret Louise. Recently immigrated from England. That explains Caroline's accent. Never heard of him.
I think we should call it a day. Carol Ann's tantrums are attracting a little too much attention.
We look up the death notices all through 1935 under Holmes. That should lead us to any news story on your accident.
I want to go back to the old house. I don't want to do this anymore.
Carol Ann, we've talked about this.
Aren't you tired of this whole ghost thing?
Hi, guys. School project, huh? Oh, no, you three again. You're the ones that were involved in that fake bear fiasco, right?
Oh, that misunderstanding. We're reformed.
How reformed? Here, right?
You feel cold?
Yeah.
I think your air conditioning's gone all screwy.
Got it. January 1935. Lost. Our beloved Carol Ann was taken from us by the cruel elements. Her memory shall warm us forever.
Obviously, I haven't run into you for a long time.
They're lying.
What do you mean?
Please, I just know it's bad. We have to stop.
Here's a story. Early thaw causes skating tragedy. 8 plunged into icy waters. Young girl drowns as 7 others rescued.
They must be your folks. The air conditioning! It suddenly let out this huge stream of air. Whoosh! And we're lucky we weren't caught in it. Are you covered by insurance? Oh, my neck! It must have got whiplash. The air conditioning.
Out! Not before you clean up all of this mess.
Carol Ann! Carol Ann!
I don't know where she'd go if not here.
Yeah, I know. It's been her home for years.
Hey, I wonder why. Why here? Why Growl?
I don't want to have to figure out anything when it comes to ghosts. The reasons are they're so...
Out of this world.
We should call Buddy and Fingers.
But they've already told us what they can about Carol Ann's problem.
Not about her parents. They didn't look that young in the newspaper. Add another 65 years to that.
So what, you think they're dead?
Well, unless they found some wonder drug, probably.
Knowing Carol Ann, they're probably hiding from her somewhere in the weft. Hey, look.
Margaret Louise and Ernest James Holmes. Come on, this phone call's costing my dad a fortune.
Hey man, do you know how many dead cats have lost their 9 lives?
Well, how come there's over 6 billion people still alive now?
Hey man, the whole history of the world means you got some serious multiplying to do there.
Those are long odds, live chicks. Even I wouldn't bet on that.
They're being wimpy about it.
It must be really crowded on the other side. All those,
It's kind of an infinity thing.
But it's nice to get away every now and again.
The big kahuna, he'll know.
Seeing as she knows everything.
That old omniscience has its advantages, eh?
omniscience. All knowing?
As Chuck always says, no problemo. I'll speak to you soon.
About the no problemo.
We said it was hard if you caught our drift.
You said you'd ask the kahuna burger.
Well, if he's, not busy.
If she has time.
Don't you always say play the cards you got dealt?
A fast game's a good game. Snap. Caroline? Are you there? It'd really help us if you could tell us what's going on, Caroline. What you remember? Caroline?
Come on, people. I know you know this, but it's important. Does anyone have anything to add? Yes, Douglas.
Miss Donnelly, when was the first teddy bear introduced into the country?
Shut up, booger.
Mr. Allen, I'm not quite sure what you're
I remember my parents. But I'm not sure I want you to find them.
Young lady, are we interrupting?
She's a new student, Miss Donnelly. We said we'd show her around, for orientation.
Nice threads. Is it Christmas already?
It's a club. Weird clothes, weird accents, toy bears, and coats in the middle of summer.
Speaking of which, it's freezing in here, Miss Donnelly.
Carol Ann's in a historical pageant at primary. A part recreation of the 1935 Winter Ice Spectacular.
No, I'm not. I'm a ghost.
A ghost in the pageant. The ghost of Christmas past. It's a Scrooge thing. It's really educational.
Sounds like quite a production.
We can explain things, Miss Donnelly.
I'll look forward to it.
This way to the gymnasium, we'll show you.
Yeah, and I'll talk to the janitor about the heating.
I think the land down under has undermined their minds.
Buddy and Fingers found them on the other side. They're both there.
Marge and Ernie are nice people. Well, I'm sure they were. I guess now they're nice post people.
They now own a post office, I think.
They were blown away, knocked for a 6 when they found out you had their daughter.
They can't wait for you guys to bring her in.
They've been dazed and confused for so long. Since they became pops, really. And they're wondering why their Carol Ann wasn't there.
Seeing as though she passed on all that time ago. See, she passed on, but she didn't pass over. Bring her on down, they say.
We'll stop the chatter for a second.
We're giving you the news.
Yeah, but I can't talk to them and listen to you at the same time.
They found her parents and they're waiting for her.
Is that all we said?
She's just being succinct.
No need to be rude, dude.
Very rude.
Did you get the feeling that Mr. and Mrs. Holmes didn't really love Carol Ann?
No way. They've been missing their little mite.
Carol Ann has this big thing about not wanting them because they didn't love her.
I'll ask the horse's mouth.
But don't put it that way. Make it gentler.
Softly. We'll be gentle about it, darling.
Not now. Dad's phone bill's gonna be mega.
They're back.
And we had a lovely, gentle chat.
So you've really been there and talked to them in only a nanosecond?
Mm-hmm.
Time, space, relativity. Man, we wagged our chins for an hour. Dick?
Wow.
And?
And they love that kid more than life itself.
And they wouldn't hurt a soul.
Like, they only split the scene because they couldn't handle the heartbreak, baby.
In my opinion, their ghost Carol Ann has it 180 degrees wrong.
Affirmatory on that negativity.
Thanks, Beck. Say hello to my dad.
We gotta find Carol Ann and tell her.
She's gone bad, I know it. It's all her powers. She's probably out there, haunting the whole town.
I'm not taunting anyone. I'm here.
So glad you popped in.
Where have you been?
Nice old lady's raccoon toy.
You better not scare her.
I wouldn't. I like her. She's nice.
And I'm nice, too. So would you quit popping in and out of my life all the time?
Anyway, we got good news. Your parents are dead. Actually, that didn't sound right.
We found your parents on the other side. They're waiting for you.
Yeah, it's like this hole between the living and the non-living world.
Like the hole in the ice you fell through.
Yeah, it's like this secret passage. And we can maybe take you through so you can be with your parents again forever.
They don't want me.
They do.
They love you very much.
Yeah, I mean, they've got more than 60 years of love stored up for you.
Aw, please, let's not get all soppy here.
Why'd they throw everything away? Even Growler.
Wish I could do that.
We need a plan, Chuck.
Yeah, and this time, make it good.
If you just explain it to us, we can try to figure out what to do.
Yeah, we can't come up with a plan if we don't know what the problem is. That's what friends do.
Well, I'm not finding this weird at all. I mean, it's so normal. We're just talking to a few friends like Growler and Rocco Raccoon waiting for a ghost to show.
If I tell you what's happened, will you leave me alone?
What happened?
Well, I thought I went to sleep and woke up, but then I must have known somehow that I was dead. And I found my way back home and they were packing everything up.
Your parents?
Yes, they were leaving and going to another country.
Fair enough.
But I wanted to go with them. So I got an idea. I'd hide in my toys.
Growler.
Growler was my favorite. Growler was always my favorite. And you know what they did? They threw all my toys away. They didn't take a single thing of mine with them. So much they loved me.
You got a lot to learn about wrens, kid. They show their love in strange ways. Take my family. I wish you would.
Chuck, shut it.
I thought I heard voices. Oh, it's freezing.
That's why I was going to fill up your water bottle, Grandma, just to keep you warm.
Hello? You found Growler.
You know Growler?
It's your bear?
Goldilocks!
I do know you, don't I, young lady?
Hey, it's getting warmer. The temperature is actually rising.
Look, I hate to break up the reunion, but where'd you get the bear?
Did I ever tell you about the time I fell through the ice?
Uh-oh.
You fell through the ice?
It had been a mild winter, but that didn't stop us from venturing onto the lake for a skate. I don't remember much, but I guess there was a thin patch of ice and some of us fell through. Most of us were pulled to safety, but one little girl drowned. I was taken to the local hospital, suffering from hypothermia. One day, these people came to visit with lots of presents. They were leaving Canada. They wanted to go somewhere where there was no snow, no ice. The cold had too many bad memories for them. Because, you see, it was their little girl who had died.
And they didn't want to think about her anymore.
Oh, no, quite the opposite. That's why I remember it so clearly. Growler was the most special toy in the whole world. The couple said there was too much love in Growler to keep all to themselves. They said they'd always remember and love their little girl. By giving away her toys, lots of other children would love and remember their little girl too.
They did love me.
Yada yada, look at the time, it's getting late.
Oh yes, Charles. And you've got me telling stories again. Bedtime?
Go to school. Let's go to Australia, to the hole in the wall, so I can see them. We'll organize at Caroline, but you just have to wait.
No, we have to go now.
We don't have magic powers. We can't just click our fingers and make it happen.
But we'll contact Buddy and Fingers, and they can let your parents know you're coming.
I'm going to be good until then.
Well, I personally want to thank you for the return of summer. Uh-oh.
They're such losers.
You two go on. My very good friend Carol Ann and I will catch up.
Hey, you two, let's not cause ourselves more trouble.
I'll relax, it'll be fun. Hey, Booger, how's it going?
Hey, you've forgotten your coat. Did your mommy forget to dress you?
Your mommy would like to forget you altogether.
Where are your itty-bitty toys? Where's your new gang member, the skate princess?
I don't know what you mean.
Did you see?
See what?
What's there to see?
Cold. It's so cold.
Get a grip, man. It's a beautiful summer day. What, do you want me to get you a coat?
It's the Free Club. Are you teasing these little kitties again, Dougie?
What is it, Booger? You can tell us. We'd be very understanding. Is there something on what's left of your tiny mind?
Dougie?
I don't feel so good.
Oh, well, time's a-wasting. School calls.
See you around, dudes.
It's the kind of day that makes you glad to be alive.